Hello. Um, Welcome back to another video. Uh, Cat. What? I forgot that parrots do that. I thought they were like having a seizure for a second. They're probably fine, right? Yeah, they're fine. Anyway, okay. So, today I do believe I should talk more about the history of the server. Um, there's not, like, it's kind of hard to explain. There's a lot, but, uh, um, first things first, Leo King. He hates penguins. He's always hated penguins. Yeah, he despises them. He despises penguins. He always has. He has a distinct hatred towards penguins. Yep. He thinks they're evil, and he hates them for some reason. I don't know, man. He just does. Anyway, so of course the dog and dog and dog. Again, if you want your name on one of these, I guess you can comment chicken feet down below and I'll think about it, I guess. um yeah. And then we have, of course, I have the enchanting room. I think I should do a little enchanting day, but I suppose I'll just do a quick little thing here on the history of this earth. So I guess we'll just start doing that. I just spent like 2 minutes doing nothing. I'm sorry. I suck at content creation. Anyway, so essentially, first things first, the server started. After a while, there was this little friend group. I guess you could say, and I was in it. And there was played on a world called Survive. Not Survive. It was Chaos World. Chaos World, right? It's kind of a fitting name considering it was made by Leo King, of course, because reasons. Um, so goofy. Um, and then so it was made by Leo King. It was essentially it wasn't even a realm yet. It was just like um, it was just like a survival world, and Leo King owned it, and he tended to like break a lot of his own rules because he's you know um yeah oh my god how did I do that? I can do that? I didn't know I could just change the saturation and brightness that like that. That was horrifying. It just turned into the sun for a second. Anyway, so it is currently day 281, as you can see there. Um, and yeah, so first of all, there was Chaos World, a lot of stuff happened. The the players that were on there was mostly after Cheetah and Rylan Safe. They were uh, not super active players now. I think I can go check the. Probably shouldn't show you the realm stories yet because it's certainly something. But yeah, Rylan Safe and after Cheetah, they don't really log on much anymore. As you can see, my time on here is yeah, I have crippling insomnia. Um, so we have, let me list off all the players that have opted into the timeline here. I could also, actually, I'll just list all the members. We have Leo King, me, Ryland, After, Maynard, Max, or Snail, or whatever you call him, I don't care. Line Pants, I don't, Manuel Bendy, Fireball, Steph. I'm not gonna list all these. There's too many, and like none of them log on. There's like five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's like 6 people who ever log on. The rest of the people either haven't opted to another timeline or just don't log on at all. Which kind of sucks, but it's fun. And it's sometimes they log on. Usually a lot of them are very much you know, just online, and a lot of them tend to just log on, steal everyone's stuff, and then log off. So, got that, I guess. Very good community. But I ignore this man. He definitely did not get jumped by all my dogs. He is lying. I have like 300 dogs, and he got jumped by like 5. Is this technically against the rules? No, because yes. So I bred some turtles. I think I'll just show you a lot of the posts, but I'm not gonna show you all of them because some of them are a little questionable. Jovis, Grumpler, and Gork. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna go back to like the last part of the. Yeah, okay. So this is the first remaining post, the last remaining post, I mean, from the season 1 of Realm. Because Leo King hates the Nether and Netherite. Just generally, he hates Netherite. He also tends to dupe. He dupes a lot. I don't. He, these are lies. A lot of people joined. Yada yada. They created a portal to Nether before the friggin' anyway. Then he opened it immediately after because yes. Then logic. I discovered a mushroom field. This was not, in fact, the most liked comment. It was not. Anyway, so a lot of stuff happened. Yeah, these goobers did that, I guess. Let me see. I can find something interesting. I think I'll scroll to the part where. Well, everyone. Okay, so this is when Maynard joined. It was quite a while after after it originally started, but it happened, I guess. And they defeated the Ender Dragon because yes. Then Max Snaily joined, a little later than Maynard, but yeah. Anyway, defeated the Ender Dragon again. Okay, let me find. Oh my gosh, that's. I cannot show that. I don't think you're allowed to just talk about animal abuse. Anyway. Okay. Then the banning weapons came. They were certainly something. They were uh honestly kinda whack. Like, I'm not gonna lie here. They it's just kinda dumb. Like, who the frick was gonna be using the the banning shovel? It's not it's not like an efficient weapon. I don't care if it's supposed to ban someone for a week. It's not efficient. Then, after a long time, he finally allowed netherite. He finally allowed netherite. Then I apparently got like I have I got like freaking wanted status by Rylan apparently. I was not aware of that. He did. I don't think he actually managed to kill me a single time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's whoa, okay. Okay, so around here is around like I wanna say frick. So that was I think the war started around there. I think it started around there. um, yeah. So that's fun. Anyway, so now that I've shown you a few of the posts on there, because I cannot show all of them, it would take days, I'm pretty sure, actually. And I do not know how to edit that. So, seriously, guys, can someone please tell me how to edit in the comments? Like, I'm begging you, someone tell me how to edit. I'm sorry if this sounds like I'm shattering your ears because this is right next to the microphone. But, please tell me how to edit if you know how. I beg of you, because I am not aware of how to do that. Please. Anyway. So, we got... So, the start of Season 2 is just kind of... I mean, it's something that the realm really needed, because it was kind of getting stale, and there was a huge power gap between everyone, and there was nothing you could really do about it, because all of the resources in the entire map were, like, sapped dry. You would have to go 80,000 blocks out in order to find, like, a single diamond. It was not okay. Because there was this other mod on there, other than like the fuse mod, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, man. It was the detector add-on, and it was very helpful in the early days, but then it caused some problems because it was detecting like every ore, and you could just very easily find them all, and then you could mine into the ground, spend about an hour, and then you would have like 90 stacks of diamond blocks. I'm not even kidding. It's not an exaggeration. You could make a mansion out of diamond blocks with that thing. Especially like the ultra detector. I think it was made in like you have to go to an ancient city to get that though. Yeah, so you got all that. I'm gonna restart the music thing here. Let me just oh my god. It's about the family. Where's where's the disc? Disc. So, um, anyway, let me see if I can spot the floating campfire of doom from here. Is that it? No, I don't think so. Um, but we got. Then after that, after the war started, the downfall of the server started speeding up rapidly, and it did not seem to have any sort of conclusion until I suggested, oh hey, let's reset the server because it is kind of unplayable. And then it just so happens that about a week or two later, Leo King announces, "Hey, we're gonna reset the server," and I thought of this by myself, and definitely no one else suggested this at all. You made a freaking mad. I can. Anyway, um, again, so Leo King hates penguins. There was like an entire feud started over that in the early days of the realm, like day 500, I think. There was like an entire friggin' like mini war started over that. It was it was mainly between me and Leo, and he just kind of like you know, he said some really bad things about penguins. Anyway, um, yeah, and I do not appreciate the slander that goes into those. I shouldn't phrase it like that. I do not like the slander that he said about those poor birds. Those poor flightless birds. uh, anyway, um, that's probably fine. Anyway, so that happened, and then after that, there was it was mainly like pretty silent for a while. I made a new base, and then Leo King decided to squat in that base and call me his teammate, even though I did not want to be his teammate. But he just wouldn't let me not be his teammate. He literally broke into my house and then said, "Yeah, yeah, I live here now. It's mine. It's my house now. Not yours. It's mine. Yep. Mine now." Because of course he did that. Because he's Leo King. He's friggin' Leo King. Um. But yeah, and then after that whole thing, we got the well, those parrots were absolutely dancing way off beat. Holy crap. That's certainly something. Anyway, this video is probably gonna take like 2 hours to upload because I think anyway. um so there was all that, and then after that there was I can't remember. I think it was Leo King did something, and then friggin' the whole like what is it, Gable family team? I don't really know what to call them because that's the best way I can refer to them, including Round Safe, After Cheetah, and someone named Winnie who I don't think is still on the realm. Uh, and then after that, they made a whole courtroom and a pretty nice statue. Honestly, it didn't look bad. It looked straight out of Minecraft story mode. Not gonna lie, but it didn't look bad. And then after that, I don't think the court case actually happened because Leo King just he just kind of didn't he wasn't there. I guess I don't know, man. could you imagine if like you just walked in, you had to go to like court for like homicide, and then you just didn't show up. Like you just weren't there. You just said no, no, I'm good. No, yeah, no, uh-uh. It was that's you can't just do that. Yeah. Um, and then those parrots are just they are way off beat. Um, and then it was pretty quiet for a while, and then a few things happened. Leo King griefed the base that he lived in, which was also the house that I built. Or it was supposed to be like a mansion, and then Leo King he just didn't let me finish it at all. Like he kept building giant cobblestone. See, okay, so Leo King has this habit of doing this thing, where he sprint jumps and he puts blocks down, but he also bridges. And I'm not talking like like Java Edition Bed Wars bridging. I'm talking like he was full Bedrock, like he was full Bedrock, just like sprinting and placing blocks in front of himself out of thin air, and then he was doing it, and he made like an entire friggin' thing that went like 10,000 blocks out to a village because he wanted to hit villagers, even though there was a village literally not even 50 blocks away. It was just over a hill, and he did not bother to look over that hill at all. Because logic, of course. And then I had to take a break from the realm for a while because of reasons, and I had to move states or whatever. And then after that, after that, there was there was the war, of course, and then the war was kind of like the main thing that led to a lot of destruction. And of course, Leo King does not know how to operate a redstone machine. Like if he had to either make a properly working TNT cannon or die without a tutorial, he could not do it. No matter how hard he tried, he could be given 10 hours. He would not figure it out if he didn't have a tutorial. Um, he tried to make a piston door, and he managed to suffocate in a wall, and then not be able to open or retrieve the pistons. Like, how do you manage to mess up that bad? It's certainly something. Anyway, so there was the war, and then he made like 15 more bases, and they all got destroyed. It, actually, I probably should mention one of those things. Leo King would like. I think if he saw that, he would definitely slaughter. Anyway, so without any help from me, without any help from without any help from me, Leo King's base got blown up without any help from me. Definitely. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. any help without any help from me, and it was definitely by some strange zombie man that had no affiliation with me at all. Yes, definitely. No affiliation whatsoever. And then, ignoring Leo King committing dog abuse, and what? Incredible. And then after that, yeah, after that, there was of course the deep dark incident. Anyway, then I started construction on the platform. The platform. It's the platform, and yeah. After all that, there was the duping incident. Anyway, Smitey. And there was, of course, the turtles. You may know this from the Maynard John and the Maynard John Max Neely video, where they did turtles. That sounds wrong. Oh, that's not what it meant. Well, turtle time. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you freaking this friggin' Snailcraft. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, there was I made a horrific machine. it did horrifying things. Listen, I had to do something. I had to, and that thing was very strange redstone devices. Oh, I also made pixel art of Derpy Sands. Yeah, I played Undertale. Yeah, I think I got inspired, and then of course got the happy gas. Then Leo King was a freak. Yeah, I can't show that one. That's horrifying. There was of course the then I faked my death. I did not, in fact, chunk ban myself, or did I? I did in fact chunk ban myself, but it was in spawn chunks and it had a timer to freaking blow itself up. So yeah, that didn't. Yeah, and then Leo King did more war crimes, and he also ruined my perfect platform with his bridging. And this was when I went 82,000 blocks out. Well, 42,000 blocks out or whatever. And then discovered that there was a very strange thing where it appeared that the further I went out, the amount of turtles that were on the beaches went up. Like, there was an astronomical amount of turtles that were just, like, on the, on there. And I don't, I can't really like it's very then of course there was the I hope I didn't show my feet. Anyway, it's fine. Then there was the incident where a certain fireball managed to, you know, yeah, he friggin' used banned weapons. It's not okay. He did banned weapons before they were unbanned. It's bad. Shouldn't have been doing that. He really shouldn't have. You saw nothing. Bye.